I had an army green Chevy Impala, and that was my baby. It was a beautiful car. I had it sitting on 20-inch rims. It was dark tinted windows, and it had a banging sound system. It was every man's dream, and when I came around, everybody wanted to be a part of what I was doing. It was a really nice car. And when I finished college, I found a contract to work in New York City. And I was gonna take off to New York City. The contract was such a good contract. It was gonna pay me a lot of money. So I had enough money to buy myself a brand new BMW. And so I went ahead to celebrate and congratulate myself for that brand new contract. I had a BMW, brand new. Then I decided that I was gonna wanna find someone to bless with my Chevy Impala. Now, I'll tell you, I love that Chevy Impala. I really didn't want to give it away to anybody that didn't deserve it because I was attached to my car. It was my first car in college, right? Everybody can understand that. Well, I had a lady that lived around my way. She was a single mom, and someone suggested that I give it to her because she didn't have a car. So I went to her and I gave it to her as a loaner because I was going to be in New York for the next 4 weeks. I said to her that she could use it. Well, she started to drive it, and a few days into my trip into New York, she called me up and she said, there was no gas in the car when you gave it to me, so I sent her some money so that she could have some gas. And then a couple of days later, she called me again. She said the Chevy is too high up because the rims, the 20-inch rims, they're too high in the air. I struggled to get into it. There wasn't anything I could do about it. But she also called me a couple of days later, and she said the Chevy is got tinted windows, and I can't really see when I'm driving, and it's a problem for me. So I said to her, if you can, take the car back to my house. And then maybe try to find another way of transportation. So she did. She took it back to the house. I came back into the city. A couple of weeks before I had left for New York City, I had a couple of nice suits that I didn't wear anymore. And I gave them to a gentleman that used to go to my church. And the gentleman met me at the door when I got to church on Sunday. And he had a pose, right? And he was showing me something. He said, "Can you see?" And I asked him what he was asking me. He said, "Can you see the suit? The suit that you gave to me?" And I looked at the suit and I was really surprised. I mean, he was dressing way better than me in that suit. I said, "Is this the suit that I gave you?" He said, "Yeah." And he was excited about it, so joyful and happy. He said, "Everybody has been, giving me positive compliments about this suit." And so I was really rejoicing with him. And the next Sunday when I came back to church, again, he was wearing another suit, and he did the same thing. He said, "Can you see? This is how good I look in your suit." I was like, "Wow, man, you look better than me in this suit." And as I was coming back every Sunday, I would meet him with the same amount of joy on his face. And I decided, as I was listening to the voice of God, God was showing me, this is the man that I should give my Chevy Impala to. And so I called him up to my house, and him and his wife, I gave them that Chevy Impala. And as I handed over those keys, I could see them starting to well up in tears because nobody had ever given them a car before. And I personally had never given anyone a car before. It was my first time to give anyone a car. I had wanted to experience that feeling. I was learning 3 things in that moment. The first thing I was learning, it is more blessed to give than to receive. That's the first thing. The second thing I was learning was that there is an attitude of gratitude that makes you want to bless others. When you witness others having an attitude of gratitude, it makes you want to bless them even more. The third thing that I was learning is that there is a little difference between people. That little difference makes a big difference. That little difference is called attitude. Attitude is the little difference that makes a difference between 2 people, and that little difference is a big difference. Attitude is your getting power to life. Attitude is the difference maker. And all things being equal, people would rather work with people that they like. All things being not equal, people would still only rather work with people that they like. What am I saying? I'm saying that attitude seals the deal between you and the people that you either bless or want to bless you. I believe that God operates from an attitude where he appreciates, where he sees his children that he has blessed with something, operate from an attitude of thanksgiving and praise. And so in this Thanksgiving season, I am glad to share this message with you because I have found that in my life, every time, anytime that I've had an attitude of gratitude about anything that I've received, I've been blessed so much. And I hope that if you take nothing else from this teaching today, that you take with you the attitude of gratitude, because guess what? There is nothing in your future except the outcome of your own positive attitude.